Well, let's start out with family health today. Childhood obesity. It's an epidemic here in the U.S. that health officials say has to stop.
That's right. In fact, according to the CDC, approximately 1 out of every 6 children and teens in our country are obese. And the rate of obesity among children has tripled in the last 30 years.
That's right. Studies have blamed parents, schools, commercials, even bottle feeding on why our kids are growing up to be so unhealthy. We're getting a gauge from you on our Smart Family 15 Facebook page right now.
Let's jump online, and we're asking you what really is to blame here. And Allison Balin-Bat says food tastes good and food marketers are very clever. And Beth Simek says lack of education on healthy foods, really. And food that's healthy is expensive. It shouldn't be more expensive to make good eating choices.
That's right. And Beth says too much eating out, too many sugared foods, and foods with low to no nutritional value. Americans are clueless as to what a single portion really is. And Elizabeth says fast foods, microwave dinners, unhealthy school lunches, and both parents having to work to make ends meet just to pay the bills. Just to pay the basic bills, so that can cause maybe not eating so well. And Cynthia says, are you kidding me? My kids were both bottle fed and they are both slim. I think it has to do with your genes. Well, that's a really good topic, so join us on facebook.com/smartfamily15. We want to read your comments. Connie.
All right, well, genes do have a lot to do with it, but joining us now is Christy Wheeler. She's a clinical pediatric dietitian. Nice to have you with us.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
It's important for people to understand that this is not an issue that children grow out of.
That's correct. Really, 80% of children that are obese already will continue to be obese throughout adulthood.
And when you look at the effects of obesity long term, there's a lot there that really sets you up for chronic health problems.
Absolutely. We have issues such as depression, anxiety. We see things like sleep apnea, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, that are really serious risks that typically we see in adults that we're seeing a lot younger now.
Yeah, when you talk about that depression, anxiety, heart disease, sleep apnea, type 2 diabetes, those are all things that can take a toll long term on your health. And when it comes down to it, it's really hard to get that weight off once it's on.
Absolutely, yeah. And establishing those healthy lifestyles are very important.
According to a report from Trust for America's Health Arizona, they've seen the largest increase in childhood obesity of any state from 2003 to 2007 right here in Arizona.
Absolutely.
So you've brought some kids with us today to kind of show us how exercise can be fun. It doesn't have to be a chore.
Definitely.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here.
Well, basically we have some children that are just taking basic things you find at home, like a balloon, and they're knocking it around back and forth, running around the house. There's also 2 girls that are throwing a bag of 2-pound rice back and forth. They're wrapped it up in a pillowcase. So these are just objects that you find at home. There's also just a stability ball or a ball that you can get from Walmart that they're passing it back and forth or using resistance and just kind of doing different activities.
And I like how the whole family's involved. You see moms in there too, and that's really important to be a role model, isn't it? And jump
Definitely.
in.
The healthy lifestyle is a whole family thing that has to happen.
Yeah, hard to tell your kids, go out there and exercise when you're sitting on the couch
Exactly.
I know that fighting childhood obesity is one of your passions. Tell us about one of those aha moments that you see with parents where you go, this is just such a no-brainer. Why don't we think of it?
Really, the portion size is the biggest issue, which is what we always hear with adults as well. So basically, this is just a portion plate that helps to see what proper portions of food should be. So about half the plate should be fruits and vegetables. A quarter of the plate should be like whole grains, like breads or pastas. And then the other quarter of the plate would be like meat or protein.
And I like how this plate is fairly small to begin with. So it gives you a really good idea of if you're really talking about that size portion, we're really way overboard.
Absolutely. And when you go out to eat, you see much bigger plates.
Yeah,
obviously.
you sure do. You've got a huge event that's coming up this weekend that's going to help fight childhood obesity. Tell me about that.
Well, the second annual At Bats for Kids event is a charity event that really is going to benefit childhood obesity, but it's really just meant to create healthy lifestyles for children. So there's going to be a lot of sports events. There's going to be smart nutrition with healthy foods and beverages, and there's going to be a celebrity meet and greet, a softball tournament with celebrities as well.
And some of those celebrities are Jana Jordan, who's with Lemonade Mouth, that's a big Disney hit right now, Brenda Bridges, who is Jeremy Bridges' wife from the Arizona Cardinals, and a lot of the local DJs and media TV personalities as well will be there. So it's a fun event.
It's going to be great, yeah.
So it's 2 o'clock to 8:30, and it's at the Scottsdale Stadium on Saturday.
And you can buy tickets in advance on the website, or you can buy them at the the door.
All right, very good. Christy, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Kids, thanks for being here as well. It was fun to have you in the studio. Daphne?